got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Baltimore.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Number 28.
Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's a tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
11 at the 40-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Carr. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Third and 11.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Taken from just outside the 30. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
To throw, Huntley.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Samson Abuka has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Got a man. It's Mims.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there.
And it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Carr.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Hines. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Hines, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So still 14 yards to go, second down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Huntley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
34-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Huntley. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. 15 yards there for number 15.
Baltimore.
Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone. Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could put... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On second down now, it's Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 36 yards on the play. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Derek Carr.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On second down now, it's Hines. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
7.
On third down, Hines. And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. But they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Now, Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And a yard at the 5-yard line.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Huntley. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, Huntley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Sweat brought him down.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
To kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, Carr. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Taylor.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll buy some time right. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The give to Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flushed out right. He may try. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And finding Proen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
And the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check. Undercrush.
Here's Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At their own 19-yard The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Huntley to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to go up top again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Ravens 10. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Baltimore.
From the gun, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again, Huntley. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
It's a gain of 10.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down. Huntley, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Huntley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now Carr. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This is Hines, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
On the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Open man is Duvernay.
The 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 55 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Operating from the gun. Huntley being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Here we go.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Ravens 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the best.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Huntley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
The 9-yard line.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it's Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Tonight's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the got a spark and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.